Infraud Bitcoin bribe case. Russian federal agency detective jailed for 16 years. Legal. Russia. Former Major Marat Tambiev took a BTC 1032 bribe from hackers. Moscow Oblast court hears. Last updated. October 10, 2024, at 02:30 GMT+3. Author. Tim Alper. Author. Tim Alper. About author. Tim Alper is a British journalist and features writer who has worked at cryptonews.com since 2018. He has written for media outlets such as the BBC, The Guardian, and Chosun Ilbo. He has also worked. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated. October 10, 2024, at 02:30 GMT+3. Why trust Cryptonews? With over a decade of crypto coverage, Cryptonews delivers authoritative insights you can rely on. Our veteran team of journalists and analysts combines in-depth market knowledge with hands-on testing of blockchain technologies. We maintain strict editorial standards, ensuring factual accuracy and impartial reporting on both established cryptocurrencies and emerging projects. Our long-standing presence in the industry and commitment to quality journalism make Cryptonews a trusted source in the dynamic world of digital assets. Read more about Cryptonews. The Infraud Bitcoin bribery court case has ended, with a Russian court jailing a former top federal agency detective for 16 years. Izvestia reported that Balashikha City Court in the Moscow Oblast found both former investigative committee detective Marat Tambiev and his assistant Kristina Lyakovenko guilty of taking bribes from credit card fraudsters. Infraud Bitcoin case. The biggest bribe in modern Russian history. Russian legal experts have previously called the high-profile affair the largest bribe in modern Russian history. The Infraud organization was an international cybercrime gang that operated between October 2010 and February 2018. It specialized in credit card-related fraud, also known as carding. Tambiev will serve 16 years in a maximum security penal colony. The court sentenced Lyakovenko to 9 years in a general penal colony. The court heard that Tambiev took a BTC 1032 bribe from an Infraud gang member on the condition that he would not confiscate the group's own Bitcoin holdings. Tambiev is a former investigative committee major. He denied all of the charges in court and told reporters that he had been framed. However, the court ruled against him. It also stripped him of his official rank and handed him a fine of over $5 million. As part of the deal, Tambiev agreed not to confiscate the group's illegally obtained Bitcoin holdings. He subsequently received half of the illegal assets on April 7, 2022. Prosecutors told the court. Lyakovenko was also stripped of her own rank, senior lieutenant, and banned from holding positions in Russian government bodies for 8 years. She was convicted of falsifying evidence in a criminal case and bribery. Tambiev received part of the bribe by prior agreement with investigator Lyakovenko, who falsified evidence in the criminal case. Russian Prosecutor General's Office. Lawyer-organized BTC payments, say prosecutors. The court heard that in 2020, the investigator met a lawyer named Roman Meyer, who represented the interests of Infraud members Mark and Konstantin Bergman and Kirill Samokyudiev. Prosecutors explained that Tambiev asked Meyer for bribes. Tambiev later helped initiate a criminal case against thieves who burgled Mark Bergman's apartment. Investigators last year found the private keys to Tambiev's BTC stash in a work computer in a folder he had named Pension. Prosecutors also told the court that when the hackers were charged in 2021, their case was assigned to Lieutenant Lyakovenko. Bitcoin Pension Fund. During the investigation, they said BTC 5212 was seized. But Tambiev then suggested to his colleague that they split the funds in half. The prosecution added. In exchange for the bribes, prosecution officials said, the hackers were spared detention in favor of house arrest. Tambiev also gave orders to junior staff that were aimed at avoiding the seizure of the hackers' property. Prosecutors concluded. Lawyers told Izvestia that criminal cases involving Bitcoin and altcoins were on the rise, and they said courts should brace for more similar cases in the months and years ahead. Follow us on Google News.